Grandma and the Great Gourd, a Bengali folk tale. Once upon a time, in a little village in India, there lived an old woman whom everyone called Grandma. She loved gardening and had the best vegetable patch in the village. Grandma lived by herself in a little hut at the edge of the village, next to a deep, dark jungle. At times she could hear herds of elephants lumbering on forest paths, thup, 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 or giant lizards slithering over dry leaves, kash, kash. She didn't mind because she had two loyal dogs, Kalu and Bulu, to protect her. They also helped her with garden chores. One day, Grandma received a letter from her daughter, who lived on the other side of the jungle. "Please come and visit me," said the letter. "I haven't seen you in so long. I miss you." Grandma missed her daughter too, and decided to visit her. She was a little scared about travelling through the jungle where so many fierce animals lived, but then she said, "What's life without a little adventure?" She packed her things and said goodbye to her dogs. "Don't worry, boys," she told them. "I'll be back soon. Don't forget to take care of my garden." "Jew, Jew," said the dogs. "We won't forget. We'll chase away all the wild animals, and we'll listen for you. If you get in trouble, just call for us." As Grandma was travelling through the jungle, cut, 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 she came upon a clever red fox. "Ah, Grandma," he said, baring his pointy teeth and smacking his lips. "How nice of you to arrive just when I'm so hungry." Grandma's heart went dip, dip, but she didn't let the fox see how scared she was. "If you're planning to have me for breakfast," she said, "that's a terrible idea. See how skinny I am? I'll be a lot plumper on my way back from my daughter's house because she's such a good cook. You can eat me then if you like." "That sounds good," said the fox, and he let her go. Grandma walked deeper into the jungle. Cut, cut, cut. In a while, she came upon a shaggy black bear. "Ah, Grandma," he said, flexing his claws and sharpening them on a nearby rock. "How nice of you to arrive just when I'm so hungry." Grandma's heart went duck, duck, but she didn't let the bear see how scared she was. "If you're planning to have me for lunch," she said, "that's a terrible idea. See how thin I am? I'll be a lot fatter on my way back from my daughter's house because she's such a good cook. You can eat me then if you like." "That sounds good," said the bear, and he let her go. Grandma walked into the deepest part of the jungle. Cut, cut, cut. Suddenly she came upon a sleek, striped tiger. "Ah, Grandma," he said, crouching low and swishing his tail. "How nice of you to arrive just when I'm so hungry." Grandma's heart went doom, doom, but she didn't let the tiger see how scared she was. "If you're planning to have me for dinner," she said, "that's a terrible idea. See how bony I am? I'll be a lot juicier on my way back from my daughter's house because she's such a good cook. You can eat me then if you like." "That sounds good," said the tiger, and he let her go. Grandma reached her daughter's house. She had a wonderful time there, playing with her grandchildren and telling the neighbors all about her adventures in the forest. She worked in her daughter's garden, watering, digging, and sprinkling the ground with her special fishbone fertilizer until the vegetables grew so large that people from 3 villages came to admire them. She ate the delicious dishes her daughter cooked, and just as she told the forest animals, she grew quite plump. But Grandma missed her dogs. She wondered if they had guarded her garden, or if they had let the mice and birds eat everything up. Cut, cut, cut. Finally, she told her daughter, "It's time for me to go home. Kaloo and Booloo are waiting for me, and so is my vegetable garden. The only problem is the tiger, bear, and fox are waiting too, and this time I won't be able to trick them with words." "Don't worry," said the daughter. "We'll come up with a plan." The two of them went into the garden so they could think better, and when they saw the giant gourds, they knew exactly what to do. The daughter picked the biggest gourd and hollowed it out. Grandma climbed in. The gourd was quite comfortable because its walls were as thick as a mattress, and its rind was as tough as a rhino's hide. The daughter gave Grandma some puffed rice and tamarinds to eat on the way, and stitched the top of the gourd back on tightly, and sealed it with rice glue. "Now no one will know it's you," she said. She took the gourd to the edge of the jungle and gave it a strong push. Gagar, gagar. The gourd began to roll down the jungle path. In a while, the gourd reached the part of the forest where the tiger was waiting for Grandma. Because he had never seen such a large gourd, the tiger didn't know what it was. "What a strange creature!" he cried. He sniffed around the gourd, but because it was all sealed up, the tiger couldn't smell Grandma. In a thin, high voice, Grandma chanted, "I'm just a rolling gourd, singing my song. Won't you give me a push and help me along?" "I guess I could do that," said the tiger. "I wonder when that old woman's coming back, though. I'm getting terribly hungry." It rammed the gourd with its head and sent it bouncing down the path. Da-ram, da-ram, bounced the gourd. "Bap-re-bap," said Grandma. "That was close. It's a good thing that the flesh of this gourd is so soft, or my bones would be shaking like the stones inside a rattle." And she ate some puffed rice and tamarinds. In a while, the gourd reached the part of the forest where the bear was waiting. He too didn't know what the gourd was. "What a strange creature!" he cried. He sniffed around the gourd, but because of the rice glue, he couldn't smell Grandma. Grandma chanted, "I'm just a bouncing gourd, singing my song. Won't you give me a push and help me along?" "I guess I could do that," said the bear. "I wonder when that old woman's coming back, though. I'm getting terribly hungry." He gave the gourd a powerful swipe with his paw and sent it spinning down the path. Chat-pat, chat-pat, spun the gourd. "Bap-re-bap," said Grandma. "That was close. It's a good thing the walls of this gourd are so thick and strong, or by now I'd be dizzy as a dervish." And she ate some more puffed rice and tamarind. The gourd rolled and bounced and spun until it was almost at the edge of the forest. "Only a little while longer," thought Grandma. Just then the gourd reached the part of the trail where the fox was waiting for Grandma. "What's this now?" he cried, sniffing around the gourd. Grandma chanted, "I'm just a spinning gourd, singing my song. Won't you give me a push and help me along?" But the clever fox said, 101 times I've sneaked into villages to steal chickens, but I've never seen a singing gourd. Something odd is going on here." He grabbed the top of the gourd with his sharp, pointy teeth and shook it back and forth until the rice glue cracked and the stitches broke off. Out fell Grandma. Dap, dapash. "Ah, Grandma," grinned the fox. "How nice and plump you look. Whatever were you doing inside a gourd?" "You caught me fair and square," said Grandma. "I guess you deserve to eat me up. But I have a request. Can I sing one last song before you start chewing on me?" "Oh, all right," said the fox, drooling a little. "Just don't make it too long." "I won't," said Grandma. At the top of her voice, she sang, "Calloo, booloo, too, too, too. Calloo, booloo, come to me do. Calloo, booloo, I need you." Back in the village, Calloo and Booloo heard Grandma's voice. They knew she was in danger. Quick as wind, whoosh, whoosh, they flew into the forest, fangs bared, growling horribly. They chased the fox away, scaring him so much that he never came back. Grandma gave her dogs a big hug. "Thank you, boys," she cried. "You saved my life." "Jew, Jew," said Calloo and Booloo modestly. "It was nothing." When she got back to her hut, Grandma was delighted to see that her garden was chock full of vegetables. Calloo and Booloo had done a good job. She picked the freshest ones and cooked a delicious pot of chichuri with lentils and rice, cauliflowers and peas, and shiny white potatoes as big as your fist. And they ate it all